Okay, funny story. My wife was listening to my podcast the other day. Yes, she does that. And she said, "What's this thing called Whatnot you keep talking about on your podcast? Are you shopping without me?" Yes, I am. I'm cheating on you. It's called Whatnot. It's live shopping with chat, and it's a lot of fun. Look, I coach a lot of people online. I coach people to make money online. Most don't know how to do it. And I have been telling a few lately to go to Whatnot, see what they're doing, and give it a try. If you're a Whatnot seller, you really shine, and your people find you. And that's a big deal because if you're selling online, they need to find you for you to make money, right? And then they become repeat customers because they see your face, not just your logo. Whatnot is the largest dedicated live shopping platform, whether it's beauty, it's collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies. Yep, cookies. Sellers are building real thriving businesses. Anyone can do it too. Some people on Whatnot are selling, get this, 10 times as much as they do on other major marketplaces. And you don't know this, but Whatnot buyers spend more than an hour on the app every day. They're not browsing. That's why they call them buyers. They're buying your stuff. So here's how it works. You go live, you showcase your products, and you earn real income. Search Whatnot, WHATNOT, in the App Store, download, and you can start selling right away. I was on a call with a client the other day talking about sleep issues, something we do, and he said, my biggest issue is sleep. But I hear you talking about that Helix Sleep on your podcast. To be honest with me, do you think it will help me? I get he's saying be honest, right? But Helix is my sponsor. But yes, I sleep on their mattress. And while it may not be obvious, I said I sleep on their mattress. I didn't sleep on the old one that I had. I said, buy Helix. Give it a try. They have a 120-night sleep trial and limited lifetime warranty. You have nothing to lose. Remember those days you used to go to the mattress store and buy from the mattress guy and hope and pray that it worked? And I mean, the pain was real. If you didn't get it right, your bank account and your back hurt for the next 10 years. We don't do that anymore. Look, Helix has a website. Check it out. They'll tell you everything that I can't tell you right now. I know because I went there to get my Helix mattress. They've got their warranty. Helix delivers your mattress right to your door with free shipping in the U.S. And before you know it, you're snoring, sleeping like a baby, not a husband. Listen, this is my second Helix mattress. I won't tell you what brand I got rid of because I got another Helix. You're going to like it. Go to helixsleep.com/dailyboost for 20% off site-wide, 25% off Luxe mattresses, 30% off Elite mattresses. That's helixsleep.com/dailyboost for 20% off site-wide, 25% off Luxe mattresses, 30% off Elite mattresses. helixsleep.com/dailyboost.
Never give up. Fighting till the end, gotta get back up. No time for loss. Fighting till the end, no matter what the cost. Keep moving, gotta get back up. What? Keep moving, gotta get back up. Keep moving, gotta get back up. What? Keep moving, gotta get back up.
How are you? Happy. What's today? I don't know. Oh, it's Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Good to have you. Come on in. How's your week going? Wednesdays used to panic me because it's like, man, I'm not getting anything done. The week's almost done. And then I figured out that, wait a second, get excited. The week's almost done. Let's get ready for the weekend. And for me, the weekend starts on Thursdays, as it does every single week at about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I shut down for the weekend. Doesn't mean I don't do work. Entrepreneurial Fridays, lots of planning on Mondays. But man, if I can get you to live that lifestyle, your life will change. I know you might not be there now, but it is certainly possible. We can talk about it if you want to. Today, it's about playing the long game. Some good advice I got from a good mentor. I've had a handful of mentors in my life, and I say that as probably 2 or 3. Real mentors, the ones that, really made an impact on my life. And I think I told them. I think I did. Well, maybe not. I don't know. I was a young kid. Who knows? But nonetheless, we'll talk about some advice I got. Maybe it'll help you today just a wee little bit. It is a daily boost from motivationtomove.com, the positive boost you need every single day since 2006, episode 4,853. That's a bunch. My name is Scott Smith, founder, chief motivating officer here at this place. If it's your first time, always amazed we have new people coming in trying to check this thing out. Welcome. Have a good time. Listen between the lines, pick up some stuff, come back again tomorrow. Listen long enough, I'll change your life. I promise you that. Not like anybody else on the internet, not like anybody else on the podcast world. In fact, completely different than them, and glad that I am. And I hope you stick around for a little bit. By the way, I did want to pass on kind of a closing sale, if I may. I'm making lots of changes. I'm focusing on Face Your Passion more and more and more. That's my thing right now. But for a long time, for probably 4 years now, I've offered an introductory coaching call called 60-Minute Coaching. It's kind of a laser coaching session. Can't figure out everything, but we can at least get you sorted out a bit and get you started on a path. A lot of people come in for that session. It's kind of the gateway into coaching. I'm taking it away because I charge $97 for it. And frankly, my rate's a lot higher than that. And I'm just decided it's time to go away. So if you've thought about doing that, if you want to take advantage of it, you got my attention. but it goes away. You have to purchase and have it completed by the end of June. So I give you plenty of notice right now. 20 days to do it. So go to motivationtomove.com. If you've been thinking about a 60-minute session, go get it. It is limited. I don't do that many per week. I don't even know how many I do. I have no idea, but it's not that many. So it's not like I'm going to sit here 40 hours a week doing these calls. So if you're interested, go to motivationtomove.com. Get yourself signed up for it. Give me some money. I'll give you a bunch of value. How's that? Deal. That's the way it works. Hey, secret lesson. Come here. Some bonus content for you. Here's what you do. I know you all folks out there thinking, well, how do I make more money? How do I do it? Give massive value to somebody who needs it. I charge $1,000 an hour. I'll talk to you for $97. It's massive value. Why will I do it? Well, it's a handful of you guys are going to come in and hire me as a consultant or a coaching client. You're going to join Face Your Passion, stuff like that. The back side of it is good for me. So I'll do the front side at a little bit of a discount for a little bit longer anyway. So go do that. So a long time ago, I had mentors. I had mentors on a sunny day. I like mentors. I never had an issue asking anybody how they got what they got. I remember one time being in, where was I? I was up in South Carolina. What's that island up there? I forgot the name of the place. Anyway, there's a harbor up there. And I went there for the 4th of July, and they got all these big yachts in there, like 100-foot yachts, crazy stuff. And most people are kind of mocking the yacht people, right? Because they got their margaritas on, they got their music and everything. And most of us are poor. We're sitting on the docks. We're looking at the yacht people like, rich people. Not me, though. There was a guy on this yacht. It was probably 85 feet long. It was big. And with all the mockery going on around me, I saw him. He was actually swabbing the deck. Now, I don't think he was actually swabbing the deck. I think he was swabbing it like a rich man does. In other words, well, there's nobody else around, and I have nothing else to do, and there's a drink over there, and I've got a mop, and I don't really have to clean it, but I can dust. You know what? It's like a guy with a classic car. You know, he keeps it clean all the time anyway, but then he takes it out to the place. Oh, look, a piece of dust, and he wipes it. It's the same thing, right? So I saw this guy up there. My wife's like, what are you doing? I said, go talk to him. She said, you can't talk to him. He's a rich guy with a big boat. I said, yeah, he's a guy. I said, can I ask you a question? He said, yeah. I said, well, what did you do so well to get this beautiful boat? I mean, I don't even understand how this happens. He said, come aboard, son. We spent the 4th of July sitting on this 85-foot yacht, being treated to a really good time by a rich guy. In the story, he was he's a great businessman, done all that cool stuff. And I knew him for a long time. I don't know why we got separated, but you know how that happens. It does. So mentors are a big deal. A lot of mentors have passed along a lot of wisdom to me over time, and I've been fortunate to be at least wise enough to listen to it because I knew something when I was 25 years old. I actually knew that I didn't know everything. Now, these days, that doesn't happen very much. You guys think you know everything. If you don't think you can know it, you can Google it or use AI to get it. But I actually knew. In fact, guess what? Even today, I still know that I don't know everything. I still need help because Socrates said that. All I know is I don't know. Something like that. You check it out yourself. This is how I said it. Right? AI, you'll find it. But Larry was a mentor of mine. Larry's a businessman. Larry's very cool to me. Larry, he rented his house to me. I couldn't afford to rent a house like he rented to me. One day I needed a new car. He happened to have a spare car around. He wrote me a loan for the car. He said, take the car. And he did so. When I started my business, I didn't have any money for anything really. Couldn't buy laser printers and all the stuff I needed to run my business. Larry bought them for me. He said, buy them, you just pay me back. I'll give you some work. Hey, then he gave me the work to pay him back. He was a good guy. Liked me a lot. I'm sure I was not so nice to Larry because I was 25 years old and stupid. But I wasn't that dumb. But one day I'm sitting in front of Larry's desk. He's having a conversation with a young guy. Young Scott. Not so different than old Scott. Less gray hair. Back then, maybe. I was pushing Larry for a raise. I was pushing him for something. Because there's some people in the office making like, $200,000 a year, and I wasn't. I'm pushing. I didn't understand. They had been in the business 20 years and were actually doing some things that they actually knew what they were doing, right? I didn't. I was stupid. And he just took a deep breath. He says, Scott, sometimes you have to hang around long enough for folks to see that you're the real thing before they'll do business with you. Sometimes you have to hang around long enough for people to see that they're going to do business with you. Basically, they say, you're the real thing. Now, I know these days, most people want instant gratification. Now, I spend a lot of time with people who want to do something on the internet. There's no doubt that you can do a problem solution kind of deal where you can find somebody who has a problem, give them a solution, and they'll buy it right away. But the real wealth in life, the real satisfaction in life comes when people have been listening to you, kind of watching from behind the scenes, paying attention to you. Good and bad and indifferent, doesn't really matter. And one day out of the blue, they call you and they say, I've been meaning to call you for a while. I think it's about time to talk to you. I can't tell you how many incredible coaching clients I have, how many opportunities I have from people who literally called up and said those very words. And so I tell people all the time, if you're going to do something in any part of life, this is not necessarily business oriented, but whatever you're doing, put your best out there, do the best you can, but keep putting it out there and just keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it. What does that mean? Well, if you want to go on the internet thing, do a podcast every day forever. After a couple of months, probably maybe a year, people are going to get your attention. Some people say you have to be a year. When my first wife passed away a lot of years ago, it fell distinctly into a couple of camps. The first camp was you had like 2% of the people that might have contacted me in the first month. There was another maybe 20% that contacted me in the 6-month period. And everybody else finally thought after a year, it was time to contact Scott. Okay, he's ready. He's through the grieving process. I'm going to go ahead and give him contact. And by the time they got to me, I'd rebuilt my life. How'd you do that? You see, people, they watch you. And eventually they see what you're doing. And then they come on. That's actually, by the way, when this business started. Took a little bit to get it going. So my suggestion is this: no matter what you're doing, no matter where you are, I know you're going fast. You want to go fast today. And yes, you can do certain things today. But the big thing you want, the thing that is really going to change your life in so many ways, whether it's a job or a relationship, whatever it happens to be, it's going to come over time. And so start doing what I really like to do because, listen, my mouth runs a lot. Come on, man. You know that. But I do have a rule. My rule is if I'm going to talk this talk, I'm going to walk this talk. And what you get on this podcast is what you get if you were to meet me in a restaurant. If you were to get on a coaching call, you would get this and more. Whatever I talk is what I'm going to walk. It's not going to be perfect for everybody, but it's what I do. It's Scott doing what Scott does. And over time, enough people hear that. And then I have great relationships. But you know what you're going to get. You always do. And if you don't, then you just haven't been paid enough attention to me. That's all, because I'm going to give you what I've always given you. Play the long game. It'll serve you in the long run. Sadly, most people are going to wait till they're 50 years old to play the long game. And at that point, the long game ain't that long, is it? Longer than you think, though. It is. It's a weird thought. All right, coming up tomorrow, opportunity discrimination on the Daily Boost.